This is a video response to Reward Audacity. And you know what I'm going to do in this video? Because maybe your pirate ship is better than mine, but maybe fuck you. She's fast. She's weatherly. I don't know. 3 10-pounders aside. Got spankers. Bow guns. I don't remember what the ones in the aft are. A couple of brass ones I picked up in Singapore, which obviously some people have never been to. Clearly. I want to answer your question, unless that was just for Savage Institute. I saw an SBR all day long, bro. SBR. Looks like an SBR. Talks like an SBR. When I go to the fucking rifle range, the dudes brag how it's an SBR. The dudes brag how it's an SBR. Hell, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get wound up. They've even got a threaded end, and they talk about how blah 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 blah, and they saw a Hatcock 45 video where you put a oil filter cleaner on the end of it. He's got it in his rifle bag. Do you know the problem? People talk too much. That's the problem. That's the problem. Now, you got to be serious for a minute, because the whole American shooting sports means a lot of things to a lot of people. And I'm going to say, in the case of, let's just call him my Alaskan fishing roofing buddy guy. I believe you're very similar to me in that it's almost our religion. Not to get romantic about it, but the samurai. You know, the Japanese had a warrior culture. Have a warrior culture even, maybe. It tried to get obliterated. They made it illegal to carry the 2 swords. And what is the American rifleman's sword? Well, his American rifle. And, yeah. I don't know what I was doing in my particular video. I think I came off the rails a little bit. I tried to say it, and one of my loyal shipmates pointed out that I'm not at my best. You know, when I said I'm not at my best, I'm pissed off. And that's an example of how you get me going, and I'll start talking barrel twist and minute of angle and SBR and everything else. But I don't know if like what you say though, Mike, because this video's for you after all. How am I rewarding Audacity? No, this is what I'm rewarding Audacity with. A big pile of shit. Where was I going with all that? Oh, so it's a pistol, which I've never actually liked the term pistol, you know? I didn't mind handgun. I don't mind sidearm. I don't mind revolver, but just pistol, it just seems so European to me, you know? Oh, there'll be trouble. Do bring the pistol. 32 caliber, please. Come on. Man, I wish we could talk about dope and minute of angle and I'll tell you what, Savage. No, I will name names. You can bring your 10.3 barrel down, and I don't know if I'm allowed anything. If I could use my CMP M1 Garand, and I don't know. You said you got 250 yards out of it. We'll do 250 yards, and we'll do a CMP match. Your 10.3. and my M1 Garand. And what we'll do to keep it fair is we'll follow it up. Like, it wouldn't actually be able to be an official match, because I don't think even in, I'd have to look at the rules. I'm not in that category. Man, I wish Rifle Fuck were still on here. He'd set us all straight. He used to have an M1A with a stainless barrel and everything else, and then he actually switched to the AR-15 category. And that was back in the day when we used to argue about direct impingement versus piston conversion in the AR. But I'll tell you, some of those piston rifles that are built to be piston rifles are pretty impressive, and some of the finest Americans in the world use those for work. So who am I to say? They seem to work better over the long run with suppressors, but I don't know where I'm going with all this. This is like that Hateful Eight movie. Have you guys seen that one? When they're riding in the carriage in the beginning of it, and they pick up that guy that's going to be the sheriff, and he was like a former Confederate officer. And he's like, and then the hangman goes, that Nizza's gonna beat your face in, and I'm gonna let him do it. And then the guy's like, oh, no, you got me talking politics. I'm just gonna sit over here in this corner, take a little nap, and be thankful to be alive. That's what y'all are doing to me. But I will say, man, you know what I'm going to do? This is how I'm going to reward Audacity. But I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version of that too. Forgotten Weapons, and not the CSR guy that had those cards on the those full auto sears on the cards. Oh my God, that was dumb too, like you said. Forgotten Weapons, Ian, the guy that does the auction, and I got no idea how he gets away with continuing to do the auction rifles unless he quit doing that, because you're not allowed to sell firearms via YouTube. However, it was shortly after this ruling, and all the gun channel groups were making these sexy, you're going to be a felon video, and then, you click on it and there's a 5-minute ad, and in my case it's usually like Viagra or Levitra that comes up, because apparently the internet's really good at knowing what I got going on. But anyway, he talks about the NFA and the historical context and what the original intentions were. And you know what? I'm learning a little something. Maybe I'll make my pirate ship a little bit better. Fuck. Maybe I'll take someone else's ship, a prize, and then I got 2 ships. Any old way. What Ian said, and he's reading this piece of paper, so it must be official. What Ian said is that the NFA was originally supposed to be a very extensive and sweeping gun control act in the effort to make the United States of America safer. We got people like Bonnie and Clyde running amok. We got John Dillinger out there. They're running full auto. They're running full auto BARs that taking down banks. Now, never mind that those firearms were stolen from a National Guard armory. Now, granted, you could go down to the hardware store and buy a semi-automatic rifle chambered in .32 Remington. But dude, that BAR that has the pistol grip, what's it called? And has a compensator on the end. I don't want to nerd out or anyone, but if anybody needs any ideas for old Captain Edward for Christmas, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Thank you. So anyway, Where was I? Oh, yes, the NFA. Now, text says that Illinois gun laws had to do with the so-called problems in the city, not unlike we have right now, where some rural mom, maybe not even rural mom, say suburban mom, reads about how speakeasies are getting blown up and school children are being gunned down in the streets. So by golly, we need to pass some laws. Fact of the matter is, I think everybody was so pissed because there wasn't any alcohol and there wasn't enough rum and Irish whiskey to keep everybody cooled out. But that